Hey everybody, Fifth Horseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and without further ado, Nathan is gonna, in 3, 2, 1, launch! And this ship is not as controllable as I thought it would be. But Nathan's got him under control. We're all fine here, thanks. It's kind of loud too, sorry about that. Although, it's not your problem, because I'll fix it for you. But yeah, this is the extension to the Minmus base. Nathan is a pilot, so I have no doubt that he is going to have no problem getting this thing up. It is special in that other than these solids here, everything is recoverable. Not 100% sure how well it's going to be recoverable, because other than just making sure this thing has enough delta V and thrust weight to get into space, I haven't really tested any of this stuff. But we'll see what happens here. I'm already having trouble keeping him upright. But I think when the solids go, that's going to change. We are basically at 100%, which is nice. As soon as these solids go, it should become very much more manageable here. And it's not, but okay. I need to start turning over. Nathan, you are on a bucking bronco of a rocket here. Okay, things seem to be getting a little bit easier to control as we go up, although the spin is still getting crazy. I'm basically, the goal of this launch is to get this thing into space. Not necessarily the most efficient launch. Because the whole goal here is to sacrifice a bit of fuel to save these rockets here that are pushing on from the bottom. This is crazy. I wish Nathan had any experience at all and he could hold this thing on prograde. But next launch you do, Nathan, you'll be able to hold the prograde. And because I want to get this guy up faster than I want him to be burning flat, I'm actually never going to go below 10 degrees. When he gets up to 50, okay, I'm at 10 degrees now, and I'm going to let this thing sit at 10 degrees until his apoapsis gets up to about 70, and I'm going to kill the engines. I'm sorry, not 70. When he gets up to about 80, I'm going to kill the engines. Okay, 83. That's good enough for me. Wow, this thing is hard to control. Okay, if you look down here, we've got a skipper, I believe this is. Yeah, this is a skipper and 2 mainsails, which are expensive, and I want to save them. So they are attached to this docking port here, and they've also got some separatrons that are going to burn them this way when they decouple, and they've also got parachutes that are going to enable when they go. The center of mass is below these parachutes, so when this thing comes down, he should land on this docking port. That's the theory behind this whole thing. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. We are high enough in the atmosphere, then I'm going to do a test open here of solar panels to make sure that they don't get ripped off. That seems to be the case. I think I'm just going to leave one open for the time being. He does have reaction wheels up here that are on, yes. So he should be a little bit easy to control once we dump these huge engines that are connected via a docking port. I think the problem is I might have wanted to strut this here. It is strutted then. Huh. I don't know why this thing was so hard to control. Maybe because it wasn't strutted left and right. Maybe I should have done that. This might have been able to wobble back and forth a little bit. The Bronco is bucking. Okay, are we in orbit? We are. So 84 by 71, that works for me. Now, here's where I'm going to allow a test burn of this thing. So I'm going to aim this guy retrograde, or I'm going to aim him prograde, so these guys are facing retrograde. I am going to hit F5 right here to make a quick save, and then we're going to run a simulation here. And we are going to kill this maneuver node, and then we are going to hit the space bar and switch to this guy, although I think it'll switch to him automatically. Yes. Now, this thing has no control or anything. It's just going to burn. Probably made these burn a little bit too slowly, but not a big deal. I'm going to try to estimate where this thing's going to land, because I would like it to land vaguely close to Kerbal Space Center. Okay, now, using the trajectories mod, looks like to have him land here, we're going to need to do this around... Actually, yeah, we're going to need to do it like right as we're over this ocean here. And the trajectory didn't do anything close to what it said it would. So we're just going to let it come down where it may. This was more of a test. We don't need the money. I just wanted to see what would happen. And obviously what would happen is something I can't control. If I had put a probe core on this thing, I might have been able to, a probe core and a little bit of an engine and everything. I could have been a little more precise, but I wanted to see if I could do it all automated. And obviously I couldn't. Okay, well, the game crashed. I'd been running it for quite a while before I started recording, and it had issues. There was... This was basically terrible to do. Don't ever do this. This takes a full orbit to deorbit, and it ends up taking for frickin' ever to come down because you got to go all the way around the planet at 4 times time warp. I'm going to do it again, but I'm not going to care about where it lands on Kerbal Space Center because it was predicted to land on the little Cairo place before the game crashed. So I'm just going to hit the spacebar now and let it land wherever it wants to. Okay, they are done. Trajectories is actually putting it very close to Kerbal Space Center, which is redonkulously hilarious. That's where I wanted it to be, and that's where it's going. So, I guess we're going to land this thing at Kerbal Space Center. Yeah, the trajectory thing has updated itself to land in the water, which might spell doom for these engines, which kind of sucks. If after all this these things blow up in the water, I'm not going to be very happy, but it's kind of what I expect to happen. Very nice. And for all that time we wasted, we got 94% of our engines back, which was, 20 grand, not bad. It was just a lot of time wasted. Okay, I forgot to hit record. Or actually, I didn't forget to hit record. I think I accidentally was recording when I shouldn't have been, and then hit record thinking that it was record when it was actually stop recording. But this guy has so low thrust to weight that I'm doing multiple burns to Minmus. Kind of boring to watch, but I'll just show you what I'm doing here. I'm hitting Z as I get to my midway point, and then this maneuver node here is going to get me... part of the way out, about halfway, and then the next one is going to actually get me out there. And the joy is, I can do this at 4 times time warp, which is making it palatable. Okay. This node is done, and we got one more. We just have to fix what it does. There, that should be perfect. Coming in right at the ascending node. Okay, we're going to kill the maneuver node, and we're going to see that we're wrong. But a little bit more burning, as usual, should fix it. Very nice. We're going to have to fix the up-down, but that's not going to be a big deal. And I think we're going to tap it one more time. There we go. And you'll notice that the legs are crazy on this guy. That's to account for that 10-degree slope that we're dealing with at our base here. This should keep this thing upright, as long as I land it correctly. Which is by no means assured. But assuming I land it correctly, this will keep him from falling over once he's full of fuel. I'm a little concerned about this guy's thrust to weight, to be honest. Sure, Nathan can handle it, though. Do you hear me, Nathan? I'm sure you can handle it. Okay, 10 by 11, that's good enough for me. And of course, the night just fell at the base, so we're not going to be landing anytime soon. It is dawn at the base. We are ready to do our burn here to bring us down. If you look, this burn is supposed to still take us just over the base, which is perfect. That is about as good as I want to be. Maybe a little lower. We still have 900 meters per second, which is about 3 times what you need to land. So ideally, we'll be able to hover and rotate this guy when the time comes. Nathan, are you ready? We also want to get ourselves aimed at the base, so we're not wasting any fuel getting over there when the time comes. Okay. Cut half of my speed off, give or take. Okay, notice my suicide burn distance is less than 500. That's kind of scary. Okay, we are going very slow, actually. That's not a good thing right now. Should lower the landing gear. This is actually really good. Although this is the landing pad, so we want the silo to actually be on this side of it. We want the silo to be over here. Unless I've got that wrong. And if I do, I can fix it once I get it landed. Really, the important thing right now is to land this guy close enough to the base that he can refuel. Okay, we're bringing up the vertical velocity mod. I think I'm going to zero my velocity now. We're going to -4 it. Looks like we're passing the base. Yeah, but that is the landing pad, so we definitely want to... we definitely want to be over there. And we definitely want our landing gear to be kind of faced the way it is. I do not mind at all that we're passing the base. But I am going to +1. Okay, my velocity has been zeroed. So now if I aim myself straight up, we are now heading towards the base very slowly. And this is exactly the way I want the landing gear to be. Whoops, I want to aim towards the base a little bit more because I don't want to waste all my fuel. But I don't want to go too fast. The last thing I want to do is get overzealous here. I'm actually going to turn off the HUD. Okay, we are going fast enough compared to the base. Still got 600 meters per second. We are sipping fuel. Oh, there's the base. Target is the base. Okay. Let's go this way now. Okay, we are moving 1 meter per second sideways. So now I'm going to kill my velocity here. This should be fine, so I'm going to go -1 now. Here's where holding retrograde would be awesome. We're just going to come straight down here. We're going to land on the slope. And we are going to kill our velocity. It looks like we're slightly wrong, but really not bad. Directly upslope appears to be that way. So we are going to go +1. and then 0. And then we're going to rotate the base this way. And then we're going to go -1. And then 0. Or actually turn it off. Okay, there we go. Now the base is right side up, which is absolutely perfect. Now we need to stage this away. Ideally, it won't hurt anything, but we'll find out in a second here. Okay, well now we just need to hook this thing up so that the fuel balancer will balance the fuel. And Nathan, why don't you do it? You have to plant a flag anyway. Go down here, and in these containers, one of each of these containers has polygons in it, or pylons, I should say. This has pylons, so we don't actually care about this one. We want to go into this container, which has pipes. We're going to take one. We're going to hook it up to, let's see, this guy actually, wait, this guy's going home eventually. So we actually might need to move the base. I didn't realize that. We're actually farther away than I thought we were. Yeah, we actually, you know what? We could just use this pipe when the time comes. So let's go ahead and hook this up here. Yeah, we have to get him closer to the base. Dang it all. So get yourself up here, Nathan. The thing is, we lost part of our stability control system, which kind of sucks. We want to go... I don't know where we are in relation to the base, and the map doesn't help. Let's do this. Turn the HUD back on. Okay, that's north, so we want to go dead east, or dead west, I'm sorry. We want to go completely, perfectly west, which is this way. So we are going to bring up the vertical velocity again. We are going to +1, and then 0. We are going to tilt that way. We're going to hover ourselves this way. Thing is, I need to give it a little bit of thrust, otherwise, because he's going up this slope, he's going to lose his thing. Okay, he's definitely close enough now. Nice. This guy's going to have a fun time coming back. We can tell you what, we can actually close your solar panels for now. We'll put them back up when when this guy has gone home. Okay, which is actually going to happen after this. So now you're actually probably full. Nathan, come down here and let's check this guy out. Yeah, his fuel tanks are full. He is ready to go back up to the space station. And who is in here? Freak. Freak, you are going to be coming home, so you're going to hop out. I don't know for a fact that I have planted a flag with you, so we're going to plant a flag with you. Okay, get back in your ship here. This ship is no longer useful for our carbonite operations. So Nathan now... we need to actually fix this thing too. So let's go ahead and just do that right now. I'm going to do that my own self, and I'll just show you. I'll show you the first one, and then I'll do the rest off camera. What we're going to do here is we're going to grab one of these things. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to store it back on here. We are going to open the container and take a pylon. Which I love Minmus because you can still get in here. And the two most important things is the two sides here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put a pylon right about here to there. And now that thing is secured on the ground there. Kind of twisted, but hey, what's the big deal? This thing could be over here, and I think we're gonna fix that. Let's unlink. Let's grab this and just drop it. And then we're going to grab this and attach it. Oops. No. Grab this and attach it right here. Now grab this and attach. Oh, grab it. Attach it here. Link it. You know what, go ahead and just land on this thing. There we go. That's more secure. I'm going to do that with all 4 sides. Or actually, you know what? Maybe not all 4. Maybe I'll just do it with the front and the back here. And then we're going to send Freak home. Actually, we're going to send Freak up to the space station. And then we're going to hook this guy up and be all ready to go. So I'll be back in a couple seconds. All right, Freak is ready to go. We've got the base all hooked up here. We just got the 2 piles on either sides. I figured the wheels are good enough for the other 2 sides, at least for now. We've got the drilling station drilling away. We've got our little surveyor probe over here with nothing to do. We've got the huge silo, not yet hooked up, but we'll hook it up in a minute. And in the meantime, though, Freak has already targeted the space station. He is ready to throttle up here. He's got his computer on, and in 3, 2, 1, he's going to launch. He's going to do a pretty aggressive turn over to the 90-degree mark here. He wants his apoapsis to not get above 10. Okay, periapsis is at 10. Oh, sorry, apoapsis is at 10. Whatever. A very aggressive turn here, which is awesome. And unlike last time, we don't want to crash into the base. Crashing into the base is considered bad form. Okay, HUD off. There's the base in the distance. Doesn't really have to be perfect or anything. Let's go forward and bring this over. It's nice to fly a moderately balanced vessel for once. That's for sure. Okay. Yeah, get going at about half a meter per second seems like a good approach speed for now. And all I'm doing is using the nav HUD mod, as I always do, to make sure my velocity vector is pushing the target vector towards the alignment vector. And we're docked. And he's going to dump all of his fuel out, which is awesome. We actually going to need to bring up more fuel containers to the station. Maybe that'll be the next thing. And then, yeah, see, this thing is full of fuel. So until we get more fuel up here, there's no reason to send more ships up. So actually, we might bring a silo type thing up here and connect it to this guy, or even just replace this entire station with something a little bit more. But anyway, Alexander's the one up here. Freak, though, is going to be the one coming home. But we might bring them both home, to be honest. We might do a little bit of a crew rotation here. But there's nothing we can do until next time, which is when we are going to we'll bring up a fuel extension up here, and we're also going to bring something to bring these guys home. Maybe to bring a lot of them home. We might bring up like 5 new guys and then bring everybody home or something like that. But before we finish off the day, let's go ahead and go back to the Carbonite base, because the last thing to do here is to go to the silo guy, open his solar panels, so we don't have to worry about anything like that. And then somebody, which looks like it's going to be Nathan because he's already out there. Let's go ahead and plant your flag, Nathan. Then take your flag down. Now you need to connect this guy to this guy. And I think the best thing to do would be to take this and then attach this, let's say, here. Then we're going to link. And now the silo should be filling up with fuel. Actually, no, he won't, because he needs balance on. And he needs to have the same numbers as all these guys. Everybody on this base... No, not everybody on this base. Oh, that's the fuel truck. We don't care about him. This guy's stuff is all 8s. So we need this guy to be all 8s. And auto pump and balance to be yes. For all of these fuel tanks. Okay, so now that he is set up to pump out, he's going to get fuel from the thing here. And he's also going to then be able to pump it into this guy. And We're good to go. Everything is set. Go ahead, Nathan. You have done your job. You've done it well. You have earned yourself some video game time in the crew cabin here. And this is the Minmus base. This is basically the completed base. About all I could possibly want is more drills and maybe more converters. But other than that, everything is chugging away. We are generating monoprop. At least we should be. Yeah, let's go ahead and start the monopropellant. We're generating monopropellant. We are generating liquid fuel and oxidizer. We are drilling carbonite. Yep, we're drilling carbonite. So eventually all of these things will be full. And as we fill things up, this guy can take them up to the base, or the space station, which needs more fuel tanks. And then anybody who goes anywhere other than basically Eve or Duna can go up to the space station, refuel, and be all set. Whew, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I am Fifth Horseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.